actually sunny for once. I have got two packages today. I've got a Mobula 8 package that has arrived and a Vista unit. So I will be trying to install the Vista unit into the Happymodel Mobula 8. Right now, I'm taking a package to my friend. Well, sending a package to my friend. If you haven't already seen it in the last video, Better FPV Controller 3. So he will be receiving that. Let's find out whether a Vista unit fits in the Mobula 8 and how it flies. So here we have it. This is definitely the box it came in and exactly how it was wrapped. Sarcasm for people who don't get sarcasm. Thank you, Hobby RC. Very quick delivery. So we've got 6 GNB LV batteries. I've never had LV batteries. And so that'll be interesting to check those out, get those charged. And today we're going to try and install the Vista into the Mobula 8. I'm hoping it works because otherwise I'm going to have to get an O3 DJI thing, which I want to get, VTX, which I want to get in the end anyway. I just want to put the Vista into practice with this one, although it's looking very similar sized to this bad boy, the Caddx X. And so I'm going to do a comparison between the Caddx X, the Darwin FPV Cine 25, and then this bad boy. Straight off the bat, there's this hilarious note which I laughed at, which says, "Don't fly it before install O3 air unit. Might fly away." Well, I can tell you for free that might is definitely a definitely, because I've already linked it to my ELRS controller and I definitely sent it from the floor straight in to the roof. So that note is not to be ignored. Do not plug it in without a VTX unit, because it's not might fly away, it's going to fly away. So that's my first tip if you get Mobula 8. So let's see if we can get this one and this one, which has just been sent very kindly by Robin. Thank you very much, sir. The old school Vista unit with looks like a new Caddx camera. And we'll see if we can fit that into here. I'm going to show you really quickly how the size comparison compares with the Mobula 8. You've got the Cine 25 by Darwin and the Caddx X, and I think the Caddx X is the same size. Put a comment in the comment section if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the same size as the Mobula 8, except that the frame is a very beginner friendly frame, very protective, and there's a lot of plastic on that thing. So I'm pretty certain they're the same size, but check it out. So this is the Darwin 25, Cine 25, my first proper analog drone. And this is the Caddx X. I say proper, the Caddx X was my first FPV drone ever, but this is a 4S, this is a beast compared to the Caddx X. And I thought that this one was going to be the same size as the Mobula 8, which is obviously I've now just realised it's not the same size. The Caddx X and the Mobula 8 I would say are an identical size. The Caddx X just has a bigger, fatter beginner frame, which is very friendly. Mine's already broken. See the previous video for my tips and tricks on the Caddx X for people who've just got this kit. It's a fantastic bit of kit for beginners. I absolutely loved it, and it's thrown me right into the deep end of FPV, and I've now upgraded everything. So loving that. So they are very similar sizing. And the propellers are identical size, I believe. If they're not, leave a comment in the comment section below if you disagree. But I'm amazed that the size difference between these two is incredible, and I can fly the Caddx X indoors. So I'm going to be able to fly this one indoors with ease, I believe, which is going to be interesting to find out. I have flown this one in my bedroom, and it's been fairly good to fly indoors as well, although I wouldn't want to. This prop guard is very, very hard, and it's a lot of weight to hit a window or even to hit somebody, a wall. You're going to leave dents and marks, whereas the Caddx X, I've never thought that could break anything unless you're going full speed into a window. Good luck trying to do that indoors with a limited amount of space. So this is going to be perfect for my business. If you enjoy the edit, please get subscribed. If you really enjoyed the edit, please consider sending me a coffee via PayPal, fpvwine@gmail.com. And if you really, really enjoyed the edit and want to consider using my services, skatewinemedia.com, graphic design, videography, photography, 3D, skatewinemedia.com. For filming indoor shots, I think I can't wait to get this with an O3 unit. First of all, it's going to be the Vista unit just to get me practicing, and then I will eventually upgrade to the O3 unit for my business. Cannot wait. I can't believe how small this is. It's a lot smaller than I was anticipating. I'm more anticipating this size. So indoor shots are going to be relatively straightforward with this one, which is good to know. Comes with a couple of spares. So we've got some extra propellers, some extra screws, a screwdriver, which is always handy. Although I believe they shouldn't include those things because it just seems to be waste. People who are buying this stuff should have a screwdriver. And I've got Vista mount. So I'm going to hope that this goes onto that one. I've just soldered on the extra ground because that seems to have popped off. I'm going to leave the cable at the moment, see if it's a lot of cable, but see if I can wrap it in there somewhere and get it installed into this one. Oof, wish me luck. Let's see how easy it is to put in.
A few moments later.
There we have it. It was fairly fiddly. I put in the camera, so when I put the VTX in, I put it in an angle, camera first, and then I bent the antenna that came with the kit, not the original antenna, which is just in the distance here. I've taken that one off, put the Happymodel antenna on. Fairly straightforward. These screws are so tight to fit in. You just have enough space to get them screwed in. That was difficult too. And this, I've got excess cable going around everywhere, so I'm hoping I can tuck it underneath the VTX and it doesn't melt through the wires. That'll be interesting. So just need to install the top part now, and I did need to borrow some hex screws from my analog Caddx O3, pack it in the background, because the screws that came with it were too long that I could see, so I have had to use some different ones for this Caddx unit. So I'm going to try and put this one now in on top of the Mobula 8 and hopefully we're good to go.
A few moments later.
There we have it. I've just put in 2 screws for now. Looking sketchy. I hope I've got the camera the right way around. That's going to be the first thing straight off the bat. And thanks to Shogun Emperor. I've just been watching his video on how to put it together. Give me a little helping hand, although he used an O3 unit, not a Vista. So there we go. Try and test it out, see if it's the right way around. If the camera's not the right way around, I'm going to cry. There's a lot of cables underneath that VTX, so it's probably weight that is not needed. Let's go and find out whether it's working. Moment of truth. Oh, I need to bind it first. Oh, crap. That's going to be fun. Where's the bind button? On the side. Yes. Don't need to take it apart. Smoke stopper. Definitely going to be using a smoke stopper. So the GNB batteries fit. That's something I couldn't find, is which batteries fit. These GNB batteries fit nicely. Nice and snug. Does she start? She starts. Perfect. So smoke stopper test done. Now, the flight test. Hopefully it doesn't fly into my roof this time. Right, so bind. I need to press the bind button.
Throttle warning.
Why aren't you binding? Hey, there we go. And the camera's upside down. Yay! Above device is not activated. Connect to your DJI Assistant 2 FPV series to activate and receive complete product user experience. Press any button to continue. Oh, yes. Now I have to change the camera around because it's upside down. Oh no, wait, is there an easy way to do this? I think there might be an easy way to do this, right? Although the cable is sticking out the top. So I am now going to change the camera around.
A few moments later.
Talk about tight spaces. That took me way longer than I was expecting. I've changed the camera around, so it should be the right way around this time. But there is, in there, that is where your VTX cable goes. Where I've put some electrical tape. Don't think it's going to last very long. Put some electrical tape there because the blade is a millimetre from the cable. So I think if you have any impact, it's going to shave those cables and you have to keep getting a new cable. The only way that I think I'm going to have to do it is soldering it in, because that is just sketchy. But there we go. I'm going to test it now. Let's hope it's the right way round. All right. Sweet. Okay, it's arming. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm going to have to activate it. It just keeps popping up with that. Right. Oh yeah, I can see the props in the bottom. That's annoying. Oh wow. Yeah, that is wicked. Holy moly. It's a bit different to that is a bit different to analog. I can tell you that for free. Oh yeah, that's brilliant. I'm going to be able to fly this around the house easy peasy. Oh, there goes some paper from my desk. Making a bizarre noise. I don't know whether I'm going to have to tighten the screws. But that That's brilliant. Oh, more stuff flying off the desk. This room is tiny as well, so really easy to control. Oh, bit of punch. I'm liking that. And I'm going to have to learn what voltage I can go down to on this. 7.6. 3 times 3, so 6.6 is kind of where I want to be, right? 7.6 volts. Says I've got a minute. I'm just going to fly it around my room for 3 minutes. Wow, that's wicked. Wow, haha, yes. Happy with that.
A few moments later.
3 minutes. I was just cruising, I think, but 3 minutes out of these HV. Oh, it's a little bit warm. HV 4.35 2S batteries. Got about 3 minutes out of them, which is, it went down to 6.4 and then back up to almost 7 after it landed. So 3 minutes. It's a good job I got 6 of them out of these little bad boys. Anyone else with this? Tips and suggestions for getting longer flight times? I have heard people strap them long ways along the bottom for bigger batteries, like so. And I might end up doing that, get some bigger, longer flight times in, because this will be a cruiser. This will be for cinematography when I get the DJI O3 unit. And it's already got a load of flipping gubbins in it, and I didn't even crash. But that was fun, really good fun. Enjoyed that. Mobula 8, you have to take it outside. See you outside. See how it does outside in, well, it's not too windy today, thank God, and it's sunshine after like 2 weeks of rain in the UK. So I'm going to go test it outside and see what it's like outside. Mobula 8 people with the Vista, and it works.